break down for the audience exactly what transpired. What was Micah Parsons talking to Jerry Jones about? What actually happened that had Jerry Jones get to a point where he believed the negotiation was completed before somebody like yourself got in the way, per se?
Definitely. As far as Mike was concerned, he was out of the country. He got a call from Jerry's assistant and was asked to come in to meet about leadership. So when he got back from his vacation, he came in and he gave him a call, told him he was back, he was ready to meet. At some point during that meeting that was represented to him was going to be about leadership, it turned into contract talk. And, if you're a 25-year-old football player and your boss, who happens to be the most powerful person in the NFL, starts talking about contracts, it's hard for you to end that conversation. So they had a conversation. Micah nodded his head out of respect. Obviously, there's a power dynamic that's a little different there. One guy's the owner of the team and the GM. And the other one's Micah Parsons, a young 25-year-old football player. So I'm not sure if there was a miscommunication there by the time Micah walked out, but at no point did Micah believe that he was negotiating a contract.
So with that being said, what was the issue, or what has been the issue, or has there ever been an issue between you and Jerry Jones where it would seem very, very simple? You're one of the most influential agents in the world, clearly the most powerful in the NFL in the eyes of many. It makes no sense to a lot of us why Jerry Jones would refrain from wanting to talk to you to a point where he's almost willing to lose, or actually literally willing to lose Micah Parsons, rather than sit down and have a negotiation with you. What is that about?
I think that was the part for us that was the most confusing, right? I understand Jerry's always going to do what's best for the Cowboys, and we get that, right? His job is to do what's best for the team and put them in the best situation to win. In this situation, once Micah asked for his representation to be involved, we assumed that would go like any other negotiation, and they would reach out, or they would allow me to reach out and commence negotiations. But I can't answer that question. I'm not sure how this turned the way it did. We were open to negotiate. We reached out numerous times to Adam Periska there, who does their contracts. I reached out to Stephen Jones as well and asked him, to start negotiations. But for some reason, coming out of that conversation, Jerry believed that he had reached an agreement and he was not open to negotiating any further.
I'm thinking about, you are an elite agent. You represent a bevy of clients in the National Football League. It seems clearly understandable to the point where the NFLPA, the NFL itself, should be involved if somebody is refusing to talk with a player's representation. What do you say about the state of affairs that exists as it pertains to that issue, and unwillingness to talk to an agent? What does that mean to you? How do you absorb that?
I honestly don't take it personal. Like I said, I think Jerry's job has always been to do what's best for the Cowboys, right? This never turned personal for myself or for Micah, right? This is another negotiation. We didn't understand why they wouldn't talk to his agent, since I would say probably 99% of contracts that are done across the NFL are done with player representation.
Remember this part right here. 99% of all the conversations and contract negotiations go through the agent. 99%. And this one didn't. Hey, y'all, I finally figured this one out.
This day and age, contracts have gotten to a point where they're so convoluted. There's a lot that goes into them, from guarantee structure to APY to signing bonuses to cash flow. So to expect somebody like Micah Parsons to be one of the best defenders in the NFL and also a great lawyer when it comes to contracts, I think it's a bit unfair. His job is to go out there and chase quarterbacks, and our job is to go out there and chase commas for him. So, again, I'm not sure exactly why it went this way, but we were always prepared and open to negotiate a contract with the Jones family.
Are you an advocate of the NFLPA getting involved to a point where they're probing into this situation in terms of a refusal by an owner or by an executive, or in Jerry's case, he says the GM of the Dallas Cowboys refusing to really talk with you and negotiate a deal? Do you expect, anticipate, or even hope that the NFLPA will get involved in probing this issue?
My expectation is that the NFLPA, that's what they're there for, right, to protect player rights. So I would assume that they'd want to look into this, but as far as how they do that, how they operate, it's a little above my head.
All right. I could tell you what's not above your head, reading through those contracts and knowing the real from the fake. Blah, blah, blah. We have figured this one out. This was perplexing. This was weird. We've been all over the place with this one, right? Micah, hey, you deserve a big contract. But, Micah, you're also still under contract, and he still could have you for 3 years. But, Micah, you went and talked to the guy and talked to Jerry Jones, who's the owner and the GM. What you doing in there? But then at the same time, Jerry, why are you talking to this guy, taking advantage of him? But at the same time, damn, you going to make him the highest paid non-quarterback ever? Talk to him. Y'all had a deal done, and then the agent just want to come in and doesn't want to rubber stamp it. Instead, he wants to dive into it, put his fingerprint on it, and mess it all up. What's going on? Oh, David, I can't believe that about David. Man, this is the top agent rated by Forbes in the NFL. He can't be like that. Oh, man, where do we go? All of that. And then finally, listening to David Mulugheta talk made me realize what this was. And it's crazy, like in this world, when you're always looking for something that's right under your nose. You're like, damn, right here. Jerry Jones made Micah Parsons an offer that we call in the business, don't really want you offer. Think about this. He made him an offer to be the highest paid non-quarterback, which threw us off the scent of what he really was intending to do, which is not make him an offer that Micah would like. Think about this. Why won't you let David Mulugheta see this contract, talk through this contract, make edits to this contract? Because it's a contract you don't want Micah to really sign. And if Micah signs it, you don't mind, because it's like, oh, I really got him. But I can't let his agent see that, because he's going to know what I'm cooking up over here. David Mulugheta too smart for that. Most agents are too smart. But David Mulugheta especially can't let him know what we cooked up over here. because I just cooked up something that in present value gonna make Micah smile, but in future value gonna make David Mulugheta say, dog, what the hell were you doing? What were you agreeing to? What were you negotiating about? Why you let the conversation go there, etc. And David Mulugheta was like, I wasn't in the room. I wasn't privy to this information. But now that I am, we are not taking that deal. As great as it sounds right now. So if you've ever been in that situation where someone either A, wants to get rid of you, or B, they'll keep you, but they're going to keep you at all of their terms, you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. The biggest question is why? Why would you offer a top 5 defender in the NFL something that you hope he doesn't even want to take? And if he does, got that fool. Why would you do that? Well, if you listen, you really understand where all this is coming from, the dissension. A lot of the executives in that organization were not on Micah's side. A lot of them were like, move on, Jerry. Jerry gets fascinated with the talent. Jerry gets fascinated with that production, as he should. But Jerry, the GM, starts talking to Jerry, the owner, like, hey, man, where you going to find another Micah Parsons? But they're saying, the smart people in the Cowboys organization is like, dog, we're not going to win with him, have we? We're not going to win without him. So what's the point of giving him $100 and some million and we're not going to win with him? And he's been ghost in big games, playoff games. Come on, Jerry, be real. Let's be real. Let's beat up this opportunity. Let's beat up this contract. Also, you know we are divided about him in terms of his commitment. But guess what? Listen to the locker room. Y'all can listen to Dak. Look at the video I just did of Dak Prescott and read between those lines as I did for you. Dak ain't feeling Micah. That locker room, a lot of guys have said they ain't feeling Micah. You go all the way back to when, who was that? DeMarcus Lawrence, when he left, DL left. Listen to that. Exactly. A lot of guys were like, we cool on Micah in many ways. Not trying to stir up something, but this just is a fact of matter of fact. So they questioned his commitment. People were questioning if he was really into football like that. They questioned his leadership. They said that podcast a little too much in his face for our liking. We want football to be in his face. Eat, sleep, drink football, not podcast as well. So what happened was they gave him something that they thought he would just refuse. First of all, look how informal it was. This ain't no real negotiation, dog. I'm just talking to you. Yeah, I'll give you 40.5. I take it. You take it. Okay, if you're going to take it, let's take it. Let's go. I got to have my agent look at it. Nah, because Jerry because he going to know what I just did. And that ain't it. So that's why I think Jerry made all of this fuss over the agent. You got 2 people that get this deal done, get this deal together right here, me and the player. And then way back here, mile back, we got that agent. Calling him Michael. Not talking to David, not calling David. I think we just solved a mystery right here. He didn't want to talk to them because he knew what he was doing. Jerry didn't want everybody to look at him and like, Jerry, what kind of damn owner are you? You got a top 5 dog out there, a defender, and you don't want to pay him. And Jerry like, I don't. But how do I say that? How do I show that? I make it where he didn't take my offer, even though my offer ain't something he should take if he got a good agent, who I won't talk to. That's how that all played out. Simple as that. An offer that Jerry wouldn't mind if he took, which was going to get over on him, because 40.5 right now, think about it. The market is already reset. It's already at 47. Last year was at 35. And David even said, in a couple of years, 5 years, the end of this deal, whenever that is, it's going to be at 60-something, maybe 70. Jerry, damn, got him. So beat it up in the comments. Y'all buy my theory? I do. I actually think it exactly went like that. My situation when I was at Fox, when I was leaving, I got put into that position as well. They give you something that they know you'll refuse, right? And I've seen it 1,000 times. I've been in position in places where they gave you something I couldn't refuse. Yeah, we always talk about those deals. You can't refuse it. Got to take it. Well, what about the ones you can't take because you're just smart enough to know this ain't it? David Mulugheta knew that, and he broke that down. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and let's keep this thing going. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we check in on your blood flow, boy. So check this out. Are you guys using my product yet? Come on, be real. It's right here, Vinia. All right, if you're not, use the QR code right there, Marcellus10, and also you'll get 10% off of Vinia.com/Marcellus. And y'all like, okay, all that stuff sounds good, Wiley, but what is Vinia? Well, let me help you out. It's the realest formula out there because it's about energy. It's real energy, not sugar and caffeine, that fake energy y'all talking about. I'm talking about blood flow. So when your circulation's strong, your body moves the oxygen, the nutrients to your heart, to your brain, to your muscles, to the places they need to go. That's what Vinia does right there. My Daily Choose 2X formula. Come on, y'all. Made from red grape cell powder, and it naturally produces nitric oxide. Next level stuff here. So it means your arteries open up, your blood flows better, and you feel it. More energy, more focus, more alert, and you are on the go. No sugar, no caffeine, none of that fake stuff, them fake blends. I'm talking about consistent blood flow energy that powers me all day, any day around this house. Y'all got to do it as well. I love it. The heart health, the brain power, the steady energy all in one place. So don't fake it, feel it. Fuel your grind with Vinia. Use my code Marcellus10 for 10% off. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy.
Why do you go out and work for him?
I'm about to get you, Jerry. I'm about to get you, Jerry.
That's why.
About to come get it.
Understand that?
Uh-huh.
You're not your answer.
Well, Jerry thought he was slick. The ink don't lie. David ran that table, left them hot and dry. Negotiation savage, contracts fly. Mulugheta got that bag, watched the suits cry. Jerry pulled up talking like he owned the block, but David read that playbook, had that padlocked. Jones said, no agent, let's talk one-on-one. Mulugheta laughed like, boy, I already won. I brought the stats, the comps, the leverage in my hand. Jerry started sweating like a preacher on the stand. He ain't want to meet cause the truth too cold. David talking receipts, Jerry talking old gold. Man, I built this empire from dust and grit. Don't need no young agent telling me how to split. Why I ducked that meeting? Truth is clear. I don't like no Mulugheta running shop round here. I've been the boss since them oil field checks. Ain't bowing down to no contract flex. But deep in my gut, I knew the game changed. This ain't 9 to 5, boy, the rules rearranged. See, Jerry used to dealing with rookies and chains, but David flipped that script, rearranged the game, said, we want guarantees, front-loaded checks, and don't forget respect when you talk to my client next. Jerry tried to pivot, say the star got weight. David said, pay that man, quit trying to negotiate. Now the league know the story and the suits look shook. Jerry Jones skipped that meeting cause he couldn't face that book. Ooh, got caught out there. Yeah, now it's real clear, I'm trying to tell y'all what y'all gonna hear is objects are closer than they appear right under your nose. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. All right, y'all, let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. Vinia, not a powder, not a pill. It's the twice daily chews, and yeah, they taste good too. I used to force down beet juice before games just to get my blood flow going. Hated the taste, hated the mess. Vinia, way better benefits, way better experience. This is a real blood flow product, clinically proven to dilate your arteries and help your blood flow naturally produce nitric oxide. Vinia actually retrains your cells to unlock more of it the way your body's supposed to. Bruh, that's pie seed resveratrol at work. Consistent, efficient, powerful. Whether I'm in the studio, running around with my itty bitties, or battling on a pickleball court, I want to stay sharp and in rhythm. Vinia helps me get there. It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. So if you're trying to show up every day at your best, skip the beet juice. Go with Vinia. Blood flow energy that shows up for you. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so